the sign that the song has gone
Alright.
quiet is that we're gonna need to start the introduction. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Seed Reveal. I'm joined by Super Rooster.
Hello everyone. This will be the seed showcase for United Kingdom Catch Cup 2025.
Very careful.
And we're gonna have some very interesting seed positions coming up. I hope you're all ready to see who is gonna participate in this year's duration of the United Kingdom Catch Cup.
We're ready. We're ready to see. We're ready to see.
I'm
We're
pretty
starting with
sure everyone is very eager to see who is gonna participate.
it is a pretty brutal qualifiers. Like a third dropping out instantly.
Unfortunately, we're gonna see a very first few selection of players who are unfortunately not gonna be able to make it. We should be seeing the seats.
Okay, and like so C21 Fat Wiggle. I think Fat Wiggle themselves seen would have seen this coming, but this is our sole 5-digit player, and I think that's something very valuable that someone that a newer player was able to come here and participate. It's usually very hard to convince them to participate, and they managed to participate in all of the pause polls, doing well in the hidden and the convert map on Nomad 4.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate, but they did try a bit their best. As you mentioned, it seems like their reverse scores were on the Converse in general. I mean, not the Converse, but the second slots, especially that Convert Nova 4. But pretty good effort nonetheless. And we're gonna move on into C20, which is gonna be it's a me pat. It's seated seat 20. All of the maps were also C20. Most notably, one of their highest performance was Nomad 3 and that Hidden 2, getting almost close to 300k of score there. Also got a little bit of main balance between BT, so there's probably something going on there. But overall, unfortunately, it is a mate pad. It's not gonna make it into this iteration this time around. And
I think we can move on. Who's next
yeah,
on
we
the
can move
chopping
on.
block?
Yeah. So next one on this slot is Jeff. Jeff is gonna see 19, and this case we can see they got Nomad 3 with over 400k a score, pretty solid. Also, that Hidden 2 way bigger than the rest of the other maps in comparison, scoring a 600k score. Oh, pretty good overall.
Yeah, I feel like Hidden Sea might be one of the breakpoints for lower seeded players. I feel like that's something people can roll against seeds on. We'll see if someone took advantage of that.
Now to moving on to the next seed. seed 18, we have
Super Mario 727. When you see it. Also participated last year. Once again, just barely not making it in. So real unfortunate. Doing actually pretty well on the hiddens. But overall, it does look pretty even on most scores.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of even scores in there. Hidden, as you mentioned, and that number 4, the Convert. Pretty good scores.
Actually, Hard Rock won.
Oh yeah, now that you
Second.
mention it.
Yeah.
Now moving on. A next seed coming up.
Next seed.
And the last one that unfortunately is not going to be able to make it to this tournament's iteration. C17 is going to be
Mini Egg
Mini
22.
Egg. Mini Egg, unfortunately, is going to be the last player to not make it. Even though they had some good scores, especially that Hidden 2 and very well balanced on the no mods, but unfortunately that Hard Rock and DT carrying it down a little bit more, just not enough to reach that 16th, unfortunately.
Actually, almost placing 17th on every seed except for the Hard Rocks. Just a little lower.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. But moving on, now we're gonna reveal who's gonna be the first player from 16 onwards.
He's gonna be
There's
fighting seed number 1. It's gonna be Sukumi.
Sukumi getting a very impressive 8th place overall on Hidden with 800 and 700k scored. Really impressive already. We also have a fair balance on the no mods, except for that Convert. And as for the Hard Rock, doing really well with the Hard Rock one, but lacking a little bit when it comes to DT. And this is where it does separate from the previous seed. We can already tell why they were able to achieve seed 16th in comparison.
I will be able to maybe bully one of the higher seeds on the hiddens. And up next, seed 15 is going to be Whiskers.
Whiskers actually getting a high Nomad 1 and a Hardwood 1, as well as DT 1, all those are ones except for the hidden one, a hidden pick. So very consistent player. They also got a really good score on Nomad 2. I think it's their highest
Now they're
scoring
double
on
time 1. Which is
double time
actually pretty
on.
surprising. That's AR 10.2.
Actually, now that I mentioned, yeah, this was a higher AR for the DT map. So very impressive there.
Yeah, be sure to watch out on the high AR maps.
And next up,
next.
seed 14. It's gonna be Blue.
Without a rank. Overall, actually, scores already starting to climb up. 700k average. Pretty much, I feel like being overall average on everything, except for slightly worse on no mods. So, really adept at taking advantage of all of the mods.
I agree, very balanced player here and there. So something to look out for when it comes to, especially consistency. It's all in the 700k. Moving on, we onto the next seed. It's gonna be 8-bit Princess. 8-bit Princess is gonna seed 13th, and we already starting to see higher scores, especially on those nomads. Very well balanced performance when it comes to hidden and outrock, although on DT it's a little bit lower, but they're still really good scores. That hidden overall score seating number 7th, something to look out for, especially a hidden two, and also the tech map for Nomad 2.
With the slightly easier pool, we could be looking at a potential FC coming in the match, or at least very close.
It's gonna be quite surprising to see these matchups.
Up next, seed number 12. Rakichi. Also, very high hidden scores. She placing number 5th. Just barely missing out on the 900k mark.
Just by a little bit, like under 6k of score. Very well balanced Nomad plays. That convert could be a little bit lacking there, but we also have very good performance from their hard rock and DT scores. Overall, a really good player, especially on the hidden slot.
Yeah, from what it's looking like, the lower seeds will be bullying the higher seeds on the hiddens.
Okay, we're starting to see a certain pattern here. Maybe a number 1 unhidden is gotta be a lower seed, but we'll have to find out as we keep revealing the rest of the seeds. Coming up with seed number 11. It's gonna be Martin 22.
And we do see that hidden C score 900k number 4. And actually, convert number T. Second place overall. So I don't know what this guy was doing, but definitely cooked.
I agree. We're already starting to see 900k scores, and we're still not. We're barely halfway through there. Oh.
Yeah, it just looked like Nomad 1 is gonna be a tough battle for the top scores. But already the seed 11 and taking number 2 and number 4 spots. Up next, seed number 10. Is CERN Noble or CERN?
CERN scoring seed 9th and 8th on Hard Rock and DT respectively, with over 700k and 800k on those DT maps, especially that DT one. Very good solid score there. A little bit low on the hiddens, but very well balanced player. It's just a hidden. The nomads are also really good, especially the convert.
5th place on the low AR map, I think it was, Nomad 3.
Pretty sure, yeah. It's quite impressive. 5th place with 850k.
Right.
Moving on to the 9th seed.
Into this
Who's it gonna be?
single digits. No, my darkness. Actually, incredible Nomad 1 scores. He, yeah, just above 800k on everything and 950 on the Nomad 1.
Pretty much almost.
They do place slightly lower on all of the mods, but still keeping very high scores on everything else.
That is true. Most notably the nomads. and Hard Rock. Although that Hidden 2 is nothing to bat an eye of. Also reaching that 800 mark, 800k mark. But now we are slowly reaching the halfway point as we're about to read seed number 8. Seed number 8 is gonna be underscore Baka. Underscore Baka. Okay, I'm pretty sure that it's the first player to achieve an FC on one of these maps. Number 1, seeding number 3. He also got a really high score on number 2. And the Hard Rock, very solid selection there, seeding number 6 overall, and both on both maps as well. Really impressive already.
On to seed number 7, which is going to be John Colisi. What a name. Overall, I feel like pretty average scores. Maybe a little hidden C incident, but still keeping high on basically actually normal double time 1 with DC. I think that's a one miss choke, placing them in 5th place, 6th place on the double time C. So will be a scary player to play against in the double times.
Moving on to seed number 6. Seed number 6 is gonna be Deskillen? Deskillen? I think it's pronounced. Yeah. Deskillen is already seeding quite high on all of the normal and modded maps. Not quite reaching an FC there, but having a very solid score on the normal selections, normal 1 and normal 2, as well as that hidden 1. Hidden 2 not so much, but having a good consistency overall. Hard Rock 1 and DT1 as well as DT2 scoring over 800k. And even though that Nova 3 is not 800 or 900, they also score quite high, so something to look out for. Very well-rounded player.
On to seed number 5, reaching the top spots. It is Baron. And we do see 1st place on the double time C. If I'm correct, that map doesn't have a spinner, or it could be a very unlucky miss. We do see an FC on double time 1. This kind of look like the top 3 spots were a spin to win moment.
It's pretty much the scenario here. Quite impressive. Also the Hard Rocks scoring number 3 and number 4.
Just a little hidden moment that we do not speak on. Good the Nomad scores, but converts something that could be improved upon. Still placing very high with the podium scores. And on to seed number 4.
Seed number 4 is going to be Aditi. I think it's pronounced. Yeah, Aditi. Aditi, seed number 4. And we're already seeing who got number 1 on Hidden 2 with a full FC from their part. Also that Hidden 1 being quite high.
Don't forget about the Nomad 3 FC.
As well, they got a double FC here. And we also got really impressive scores for Hard Rock and DTs. Over 900 scored, just number 4 and number 1 being under that score threshold. But very good.
Well, very good low AR player, placing actually first in both of the low AR maps. So could be looking at the most dangerous player in that section. And on to seed number 3 is Upbeat. We see number 2 plays on Nomad 1 and number 1 on the Nomad 2. This kind of messed up my mind. But also an FC on the Hard Rock. So 3 FCs. And just a slight choke on the double time 1. But still, the rest of the scores remain pretty high.
Getting
The little
top 3
hiccup
and
on
top 4.
a little hiccup on the lower AI maps. And now we
Also, I think that Nova 3 was an SS. Well, they have no spinner. He's the number 1 there.
guess it might be
Moving on to seed number 2. Seed number 2 is gonna be Willard Lotus. And surprisingly enough, this is gonna be the one who seeded number 1 on the hidden poll, scoring a double FC on that hidden. Also getting FC on that Nova 3 as well. And DT1, super solid scores overall, all across the board. Maybe that convert lacking just a little bit, but it's still very high. That's enough to go against whoever they're gonna go against this tournament. So something to look out for, a very strong player. But it is not gonna be seed number 1, as that spot is reserved for Matt H. Matt H is gonna be the seed 1 from this tournament, getting number 1 on that Node 1, both of the Hard Rocks and DT1, and also Noma 3 achieving 5 FCs. And as for the rest of the scores, scoring over 900k of score, really solid player, very all-rounder.
Yeah, even the lowest score is basically 1 or 2 misses. It will be interesting to see how things come out in the later rounds. And I think that is all for the seeds.
Correct, that is gonna be a showcase for the seeds for this tournament.
Yeah, round of 16 pool has been showcased, so just time until matches now.
I'm pretty sure the matches for these players are gonna be live eventually at Wipin, so do keep an eye on that.
Yeah, good luck to everyone practicing in their pools, and even if you didn't make it, I hope you at least enjoy the maps, because effort has been put into them.
Yes.
I think that is all.
That is all. Also, hello
Yo.
stream. Quick one from me. Schedules will be out tonight, so you can pick your lobbies and fun stuff. Expect a ping soon. That is all.
Alright then, I guess that'll be it for this week. And now we're just gonna wait and see how each of these players are gonna perform on the next weekend. So I hope you all stay tuned for that, and for those players who do have to play, make sure to practice the map pool, which has already been launched over at Wybin.
It's a wrap.
I think that's a wrap. Okay, see you guys
When I
over
enter
the
a
weekend.
restaurant and see a wrap.
Yes. Okay. See you guys in the weekend.